God Works in Mysterious Ways by Jenielle Stephenson. God works in many mysterious ways. You may pray and ask Him for something and it seems like He doesn't answer. But really, the solution is coming right to you, just in a way you may not be expecting. In addition, an unfortunate event may occur, but God always makes something good out of it. My family and I had an encounter which proves just how good God is and how He takes care of His people. I was raised as a Seventh-day Adventist from birth, knowing God loved me and having Him as my best friend. But there was one thing that always puzzled me. Why did He let people who loved and served Him suffer? You have probably had the same question. This story that I'm about to tell you definitely answers the question I had as a young child. I was a very happy child, attached to things revolving around my family, the family car included. We got the car when I was 1 year old, so that was the only car I knew, which is why I loved it so much. Plus, the monkey car air freshener was my best friend. The family car was a 5-seater, but as time passed, we decided that we would like a 7-seater in order to take extra people in the car. I just thought that it was one of those wishes that would be granted in the far future. But God, knowing what was best for us, saw things in a completely different way. "Bye, Mum, I love you," I said as I got out of the car, heading to my classroom at school. Thinking everything would be normal, I carried on my day regularly. But little did I know that something frightful and dreadful was at hand. While I was at school, my mum was doing her weekly big shop, as she called it. She was driving on the main road, making her way home. Then, without warning, a careless driver drove out into the road with absolutely no attentiveness to her surroundings. She crashed into my mum, sending her flying through the air into a lamppost. My mum survived and came out without a scratch, which is why up to this day I still thank God for His goodness and grace, for who knows where my mum could have been at this time. After the accident, we received a lovely courtesy car which would be returned in a week or two. This meant that we needed to find a new car, and fast. After a while, my mum and dad had found the right car for our family, but it was going to be ready a few days after we had to return the courtesy car. However, the company lending us the car called to tell us that we could return the courtesy car 3 days later than originally planned, which was the day my parents arranged to pick up our new family car. This experience taught me many things, and one is that God most definitely answers prayers. Before the whole affair, my father was asking God for a 7-seater, and that was just the creative way God answered it. With anything bothering you in life, however big or small, if you ask God for help and guidance, He'll always listen and answer.